Hey, everyone, just Marlo here, and I know this has been like a couple of the chapters came released on the past weekend, but right now it's Wednesday. Haven't really gotten time when there's time on the privacy in order to do these videos, and since I got sent from the last weekend, I forgot that Macadamia was on break from the previous week. It came out with a new chapter. One Piece is going on break, so we're not gonna have another chapter until this weekend. And Food Wars being more consistent. They just had their breakthrough entry chapter. And to compensate for two videos, I'm going to try. Why do I think I'm trying to at least get one video out today? I'm going to do the rest of the other one tomorrow. So yeah, basically, I'm going to do My Hero Academia right now and Food Wars tomorrow, and I have the weekend. Lunch will be great. We're working Saturday, Sunday. I'm not working at all. But anyway, we'll see what happens. But for now, we have My Hero Academia 218. Is it 218? Yeah, it's 218. And another one, too much of a chat from the last chapter from me at last time. Except for the fallout from Class 1A and Class 1B. First, the Class 1A class versus Class 1B joint training battle in front of the meet. Bakugo's trying to get Katsuki's trying to get Izuku to get to release the second part of his quirk, the black whip things. Fortunately, that's impossible. And we get to see more remote, and we get more of a boost motivation between him and Eri, who came back and who's back in order to Suzanne. It's really kind of weird to get to what's happened. But, again, for this video, I'm going to put that in the end of the video here, in the end card. So, without further ado, let's get into 18 of My Hero Academia. Early December, Sunday morning. Snow falls on the UA student dorms. It started to snow, and it's snowing there, and it's almost close, and we're almost close to springtime here. I would say close to early spring, but knowing New York's weather, knowing the weather, it's always unpredictable. Alright, now starting to snow. Close the doors. We're making Sue hibernate. Which I was kind of panicking right there because Sue is basically. So frogs tend to hibernate when it's snowing. I gotta run myself down with a towel. Your clothes are going to get wet from the snow, and you realize that. Don't trip and. Hey, turn the weather on and check how much snow's falling. I love snow. And now Sue saying, now Sarah calling. Hey, did you know when Todoroki and Bakugo are supposed to come back? Supposed to be back? I don't think so that month. I think either Sue or I think it's from either not Sue, either from Todoroki or Bakugo. Around 6, apparently. Last day of the personal license class. That's right, they're still doing that. They were done with the classes. No, they're still doing it. Huh. If those two pass their test today, everyone in Class A will have earned the personal license. Today will the last I have to see your all sorry-ass faces. So I'm in a real good mood. I hope you're all prepared, Plankton. Now, let's begin. Oh, that's getting Orca saying, okay. So I'll see how this is going to work out. And also, didn't think we were going to get these character scenes together. They were done with the classes, but no, it looks like we're still continuing with that. So to recap from the previous one, which is from what happened, Todoroki and Shoto and Katsuki are finally going back to take their personal license classes since they failed the exam the first time, and they passed the second time. They will get a license along with some students from Shiketsu who also failed. That includes returning the real Kami and the return of the real Kami we just met, that we met in the previous chapters, along with the whirlwind guy. I completely forgot his name. Aizawa? Something like that? I'll probably say it again. There. They're in the middle of the test right now. Think they'll be able to manage? Bakugo's been looking really sharp recently. As sharp as his attitude. I guess I'll bake a cake in the meantime. And the one thing I had on this class was I got my personal license and he didn't. But that's what's changed. Quit being so petty. You have plenty of good qualities on your own. Petty counters. Okay, also the weather in the Shibu region throughout tonight. Please watch your step out there as you enjoy your Sunday. And now back to this week's news. D. Rent. New. D. Deterrent, something like that. The major lifestyle support manufacturing company has eventually ventured out into the hero support industry. A new arc begins. Apparently, we're getting introduced into a beginning of a new arc here. A beautiful four-armed woman, an elderly gentleman with a fine coat of fur, a boy with jiggly jello-like skin. In the past, people like them were the minority. However, the paranormal proliferant and astonishing rate, and before we knew it, their era arrived. Ever since the Industrial Revolution, mass production has been continually on the rise and is now integrated in consumer culture. We had to put a stop to it. But by the time we realized our mistake, it was too late. Designs are in shambles, even for daily necessities. We spent all our time running out of looking for the perfect product. Everyone is different, and the guy is like spotlighting. He has a spotlight on this guy. And for that reason alone, people around the country have put through such hardship. The dark ages are upon us, and so we strive to not forget our history. We've come all this way while building products that meet the ends of each and every one of our customers individually, and we do so with such great care. We can have our own personal design ready within 3 days. We're rushing towards the top of the industry with proprietary development techniques and systems. And now, along last, we're setting foot in Hero Society. You can expect great things of Deterrent in the future. Deterrent country. I have no idea how to freaking pronounce that word. And that's the second part of the commercial with no on-screen text or subtitles whatsoever. Exactly what you were pushing for, President. Well, it's not bad, but couldn't you make my forehead stand out a little less? My forehead stand out a little. But that's what makes it funny. Ever the modest one, Miyashita. So what else is this? No, dollar. Okay, we're gonna get a dollar card this guy. As for our market interest, I so much suspected this, but the response hasn't been stellar. Yeah, daily necessities and business use products are very different specializations. From hero products, heroes require tools designed for battle after all. And we're new to this industry without much to our name. In other words, I'm sure they're thinking, quit butting where you don't belong, Baldy. For the love of Miyashita, honestly, you mustn't think such things. Here's the catch, Miyashita. When it comes to superpowers, we've been doing this so much on a large scale for a long time. We've amassed plenty of support. I'm confident we can make this a success. Superpowers. I meant quirks. He was taking the two. Well, I think it's not that. They're one and the same, but they're called quirks in this world, so I didn't have to get confused. The book I've been reading must have been rubbing off on me. It's been republished, you see. Must be a sign of the times. But a lot of the original text has been modified. A shame, truly. It was called the Superpower Liberation Army Principles. Because how the loss was been. Because how the loss was changed. The book written by the leader of the Superpower Liberation Army. Yeah, I read it too, but it's a lot of crap if you ask me. What they were doing was nothing but terrorism at the expense of innocent people. And even so, he has the gall to put on airs and act like he was in the right. You can't just feel it with his writing style. He must be liberated and so on. And the whole time I was just sitting there like, shut up, bro, you're nothing but a criminal. I'm sorry, Miyashita. Your relatives are all gone, right? Yes, ever since I lost my mother last year. Do you have a girlfriend? No, I don't. So this is all of a sudden. You've done good work for me, Miyashita. Oh, he's not just embracing, he's like going for a show. You're my best employee. Which is why it's truly a shame, Miyashita. Why must you do this to me? I've even considered letting you become one of us. If only you hadn't denied our cause, there will have been so many pass-ups to you. But it seems we weren't able to reach an understanding. President, it hurts, and he's cracking the sound by the thing. Oh, he just broke his neck. And that is very regrettable. But with a tear in his face. Amidst the chaos after the appearance of the paranormal, I'll never forget. Around the time when people desiring peace began working towards coexistence with the paranormal, a particular ideology became popular within the superhumans. The rejected suppression and sought liberation. The freedom to use one's superpowers should be a natural human right. Then came Chikara Yosubashi. Yosubashi brought together liberation advocates and formed the Superpower Liberation Army. He named himself Destro, the man who would destroy the status quo. For many years, he opposed the country, which was making progress at the time in establishing superhuman laws in the struggle for supremacy. In the end, he was defeated. The Liberation Army was dissolved and many of its members captured. While he was imprisoned, Yosubashi took his own life after completing his writing. Not even Yosubashi himself was aware that he had children. The children are taking over. So what we're saying here is the return of the Liberation Army? Give me a proper support. I found someone who appears to be connected to the League. If you want to make contact with them, it should be sooner rather than later. Then do so at once. Yes, sir. There are enemies of the Liberation Army. If the government won't take action, then we have no choice but to face them ourselves. In the name of Destro, we will dismantle the League of Villains. We will dismantle the League. I thought you were going to go for superheroes, but no, they're targeting the League of Villains. A reformed liberation army are trying to take down a League of Villains. That is something. By the way, I heard you were entering the hero business. What's that about? There's quite an accumulation already. Piercing liberation are lying dormant across the nation. Hug lions. He took. Well, these guys just took someone's bag. No idea who these guys are, but that's something. I'm hearing something, some trouble. Where are the heroes? It must just happen, but I'm certain 30 seconds or less. I'm gonna assist this. We may not be able to fight anymore, but we can. The haul that we got on days off is something else. Leader, honestly, swimming in wallets. Hero license and boom. So you may be right, but you just got your license in 30 minutes ago. And that's all my talking about. Who is he talking to exactly? So what? Here's a hero. I didn't hear any about any time restrictions. Who the hell are you guys? A couple of schoolboys playing hero? The two heroes are determined to win their. So looks. Oh, we got 220 teams called the Superpower Liberation Army. So that's gonna come back. And we have final results that both Katsuki and Shoto have passed their license exam. Even though we didn't get to see them pass, we didn't get to see the exam, we didn't see them all pass. I'm more curious how the other two did. Hopefully, we get a flashback in the next chapter, which is coming out. Yeah, actually, it's going to come out this next weekend. After what now dealing with the Liberation Army, the New York's going to focus on hoping that these guys are going to be probably going to be the anti-villains or anti-heroes in the story, while they're trying to dismantle the League of Villains. But we need to see more of them. Hopefully, we get to see more of these characters going forward, because if Heroes is going to bring back the Liberation Army from way back in the story, from way back then, that's not a little way. But let's see how all things will turn out in the next chapter. That's just more development. So until then, leave a like, subscribe, comment down below. Now, serious video. So the ending there. Keep your telling me what to do with the video at this point. And I'll see you guys for the next video. Laters.